Alright guys, hope you're well. Welcome to another video. I'm here at Bay National Wildlife Refuge, my happy place, and it's blowing up quite a storm this afternoon, so hopefully it's not too bad on the mic. So I'm here Friday afternoon. I'm also going to be coming back Saturday morning, so we'll see what we can find over the 2 visits. And you never know, we might find something nice, and if not, no big deal. You know how it goes. Nature therapy. It's the reason to be here. So anyway, let's go for a walk. I'm just scanning these trees and bushes as I was walking down the trail. And it's not a snake as such, but it's a shed skin from a snake. Can't tell from here what it is, but it's more than likely a rat snake or a racer. It's just all like curled up in that tree where the snakes come through and shed it. Pretty cool find. Now I was hoping we'd get to see some of these beautiful little guys, and we've got lucky. Come and check this out. Well, we're now into mid-April now, and I just love this time of year here at the refuge. It's a fantastic time for finding these little baby cottonmouths. There's one down here, down by the side of the boardwalk. There's also one just across the other side of it as well. So we've got a bit of footage of this one. It's not in a really good position to get a shot of it, but I'm glad to get some footage of it. Let's go and see the other one just across the other side. Here's the second little baby cottonmouth. This one's right down the edge of the boardwalk, so it's a bit harder trying to get a shot of it. Just want to make a record of it. Yeah, it's got some beautiful markings on it. Like I say, this time of year is fantastic for finding these little beauties. Here we go again. There's a third little baby cottonmouth. Wow, it's turned out to be quite the afternoon today. You can hear the old frogs going at it in the background as well. This one, like the others, has got some fantastic markings on it. Colouring's beautiful. That's 3 in about 5 minutes. April's a magic month for these guys. I think we proved it. He's on the move. Got his tongue flicking back and forth, smelling the area around him. You can still see that little yellow tip on the tail. That's what they use to lure in prey with. There's a pretty big common snapping turtle there, just underneath the surface. He's feeding on the weeds, having a pick around, see what he can find. Just giving us a smile. Hey guy, how you doing? This beauty on the screen now was the 4th cottonmouth encounter of the afternoon. I'd actually just sat down on a bench for a bite to eat when I looked down to my left and saw this guy floating on the surface, coming out from under the boardwalk. It remained still for a while, so I set my camera up on the tripod and adjusted the gimbal head as best I could to try and get some footage. Now, gimbals aren't a great choice really for video, as they can easily jerk if you're not careful when you're moving it around. Thank God for editing programs. I'd actually ordered a video fluid head and it arrived later on Friday evening, so once we move on to Saturday's portion of the video, I'll be doing any further video recording with that, which will allow much more smoother movements without the jerkiness. I was though happy to see that once I reviewed this footage here, that I'd actually managed to capture some decent video of the encounter. And also, having recorded it at 60 frames a second, I was able to slow the footage down to allow you to see the flicking tongue in better detail. Now, I know this wind's getting pretty bad, so hopefully it's not too bad in the microphone, but there's our 5th cottonmouth. They're definitely out in force today. That's another beautiful one. Now it looks like we might just catch the tail end of it moving off, but there's our 6th cottonmouth for the afternoon. I don't know how well this is going to pick it up. I think you can just about make it out. Hopefully. You just see the tail end of it there. Let's try and get a better angle. It's a bit difficult, it's so windy at the moment. Anyway, that's the tail end of another cottonmouth. So 6 in an afternoon, ain't bad. I mean, I've been here about 3 hours. So that's good going. Well, that brings an end to Friday afternoon's visit here at the refuge. I'll be back in the morning. And today we got to see 6 different cottonmouths. Didn't get any shots of them because they weren't really in a position to get down and get a nice one. But we got some good footage, including that one that was floating on the surface. We also saw that common snapping turtle, that was nice, and also those sliders at the beginning of the afternoon. So we'll come back in the morning and see what else we can find. So until then, have a good night. Well, good morning. Welcome to the second part of the video. Now I'm back at the refuge. It's a Saturday morning. Now the wind is like really strong today, even more than what it was yesterday. So hopefully you're going to be able to hear me on these mics. They're not the best, but we'll try and get through it the best we can. So let's go for a walk around, see what we can find, and enjoy that nature therapy. Let's go. The month of April sees many changes at the refuge. Flowers begin to bloom, bare trees start to become full of green leaves, and a new cycle of life starts in the form of dragonflies. At the moment, we could admire a few of the early emerging species, like the common basket tail seen here in this video clip. This one is the female, and it was actually the first time I've encountered this species, so that was absolutely amazing. Blue corporals are abundant right now as well, and you can also see green darners flying around, making a distinct clicking noise as they knock against each other in flight. In another month or so, many other species of dragonfly will fill the refuge with their amazing array of colours, and this is something that I look forward to each year. Here are just a few of what can be seen in photos that I've taken over the last few years, and I can't wait to start taking some new ones this year too. Okay, well the East Dike Trail is now open, so that's where we're going to head down. It's a pretty open area, so the wind's probably going to be quite strong. Hopefully not too bad on these mics, but hey, what you going to do? Apart from buy a better quality one. Yeah, Jason, that's a good idea. My walk down the East Dike Trail that morning didn't produce any wildlife encounters, so I decided to head back to an area where I was hoping I might get to see a really colourful little lizard. There's a 6-lined Racerunner. It's hanging about this little area here. They're fast little buggers. Let's see if we can get a shot. Okay, there he is. Stay still, guy. That's it. Got him. Nice one. Well, I'm super excited to find the first rough green snake of the year. This guy's just hanging out on a tree. Absolutely beautiful snakes. Now these are completely harmless. You'll quite often see them hanging out along the edge of the trails, hanging out of the tree branches or the bushes. So if you see one of these guys, Just take in the beauty of it. Absolutely lovely. Here's a few shots of rough greens from previous visits to the refuge, because after I sat my phone down and grabbed my camera, this little guy had lifted himself up into the dense branches of the tree, making a shot impossible. Okay, well, I've returned to an area in the refuge that I like to call Cottonmouth County. And this guy down here is the reason why. 9 times out of 10 when you come here, you're going to see one, at least one. And this guy down here is a unit. He is thick. There's a good chance he's just eaten something. But that is a stunning cottonmouth. One of the biggest I've seen. Well, that wraps up the video, guys. I've been here Friday afternoon and then Saturday morning. It's been a bit of a mixed bag, not too many photos. But I set out trying to get a bit more footage of what I was seeing as well. Managed a few things. I'll try and improve on that as we go along. But you know, Cottonmouth was right there at the top as far as what we were seeing. And that chunky one, that was a big boy. Absolutely stunning. Of course, we got to see that rough green snake as well. First one of the year. Stunning snakes. That one wasn't really as bright as what you normally see them. So there's a good chance he was about to go into shed. Another time he could be really nice and green. But not to worry. Anyway, really appreciate you coming along for the ride. Please like the video. If you haven't subscribed, possibly think about doing so. Hit the notification bell so you get alerted when a new video goes up. And I'll try not to make it be so long until the next one goes up. So take care of yourself, enjoy your photography and that nature therapy. Cheers, guys. See you later.